I will explain the introduction of management theory. So his full name is Igor Ansoff. He was born in the city of Vladivostok in Russia on December 12, 1980. He started his first school at Stuyvesant High School in New York and Stevens Institute of Technology, which is also in New York. He was born into an American Russian parents. After that, he joined as a member of U.S. Naval Reserve during World War II. After that, he left the U.S. Naval Reserve. He joined Rand Corps at Mathematician Department. In 1957, he moved to Lockheed Aircraft Corporation at Corporate Planning Department. After years working at Lockheed Aircraft Corporation, he left and served at the Graduate School of Administration at Carnegie Mellon University. And he successfully published his first book, Corporate Strategy. During his service at Carnegie Mellon University, he served as professor of industrial administration from 1963 until 1968. So after that, he also accepted a position as founding dean at the Owen Graduate School of Management at Vanderbilt University in Nashville from 1969 until 1973. His last journey as lecturer, he joined U.S. International University, now called as U.S. Alliance University, and created school strategic management program. I will explain the benefit of management theory. So firstly, it is simplicity to use the Ansoff metric because this metric does not present to you the complicated situation or calculation. Rather, it simplifies, gives you the best four alternatives out for you to choose which one is the best alternative in order to increase the sales or profit of the company. Secondly, it also observing all possible alternatives in a soft metric because the company can make the right decision in which in turn will help the company in increasing the sales as well as the profit of the company. For example, if the product of the company is not performing well in current market, then it can go for market development if the company does not have new product. However, the company has to make new budget for marketing and advertising for introducing the current product in new market or company can also go for product development if it does not want to take the risk of going into the new market and so on. So third is analyze the risk. It helps in analyzing the risk related to each strategy in which it helps to the company to prepare the strategy accordingly. So next is understanding the identity. So the identity is planted in the firm earlier, and after that, it creates like a complete overview of transparency in the organization's identity. So for example, what is your organization's mission and impact? What do you do for like programs and service? Where geographic scope and for whom, constituent, client or customer, and how do you pay for it. So the last is identify the competitive advantage. So this step requires analyzing other organizations in the same geographic area that offer the same or similar programs to the same or similar constituents with same funding sources. So it's like what strengths do you leverage to differentiate the organizations from other and compete effectively for resources and clients.
Okay, now I will talk about the definition of the management theory. As we know, Igor Ansoff is known as the father of strategic management. Strategic management is an act to formulate, implement, and evaluate the cross-functional decision that will enable an organization to achieve its objective. Igor Ansoff was known with these few theories, which the first one is the Ansoff matrix, or it is known as product or market expansion grid. It was developed by Igor Ansoff, and the first one that published in an article titled Strategies for Diversification. It has given the generation of business leaders and marketers a quick and simple ways to think about the risk of growth strategies. It has been used by many of the organization and company to analyze and plan the strategies for the business in identifying their growth opportunities. By using it, they can help their business decide the product and market growth strategy. And also, it can help them to figure out which of the 4 strategies direction they should take in order to successfully grow the business. Secondly, it is the real-time strategic management. It was introduced to let organizations concentrate on the strategies and capabilities that needed at high level of turbulence of the environment. It is the tool that used in high turbulence environment which exists when change are unexpected and unpredictable. It can be seen as a systematic procedure for early identification and fast response towards the change of inside and outside of the organization. By early identification, it can help the organization preventing from any problems that might occur and adapt to its business management. And it also helps the organization use to grow and analyze the risks associated with every strategy. Lastly, we move to the environmental turbulence. It means that the situation where there is an unpredictable and unexpected change occur. It involves the nature of pressure for change and speed at which the organization must be able to respond and act. In this theory, Ansoff proved that in each level of turbulence, there are different behavior that is needed. In order to balance the organization's strategic and operational components, it has to look at both external and internal environment and align its position to achieve a good results.
And next, I will talk about the application of management theory. First of all, I will explain about the Ansoff matrix. So for the Ansoff matrix, it has 4 categories that companies or firms can use to grow and help to analyze the risks which associate to each strategy. Those categories are market penetration, product development, market development, and diversification. Market penetration, for this strategy, is about the organization, the companies or firm are trying to sell more of their existing product to the market to keep their business sustained in the existing market, which most of the company, the famous companies such as Pepsi, Coca-Cola, this company will sell their brand. The brand has been existing in the market for a long time and already has their loyal customer that are mostly come from students. The company has invested more in this brand to promote and increase their production to the market. To keep their brand sustained in the market, the organization has done lots of marketing strategy such as sales promotion and advertising, pricing strategies to attract and to encourage more new customers to buy their brand while to retain their existing customers. the product development that will be market to the existing market. The company will use this strategy to develop and to innovate the new market to replace the existing ones. For example, an Apple or Samsung. These companies use their gadget, their mobile phone, because it was easy to use and it has a nice design. The company always came out with a new brand in every few years. Each of their product came out, but came with a different from the last product. They have many modification in their product just to increase the value to the customer to buy new product. Next, for market development, the company market exists product range in a new market, which means the product remain unchanged, marketed to the new audience or to the new customer, as well as such as an IKEA. As we all know, IKEA is one of the biggest furniture company in the world. IKEA start their business only in Sweden, but slowly their business is doing well in the market and they expand their product to the new geographical market. IKEA expand by exporting their product to a new country such as China. This strategy might be riskier to IKEA, but they're lucky because its business is doing exceptional well in the new market. So last one is diversification. The strategy about the company or the firms enter the new market with the new product. It is very riskiest strategy from other strategy. They are very often little scope for achieve economies of scale because the organization are new in the market. Even it offers great potential to growth, but it also offers a bigger risk to fail. Besides that, this strategy can be classified into three types, which is concentrated diversification, conglomerate diversification, and vertical diversification. For the concentrated diversification, it is about entering the new market with a new product which is related to the existing product of the company. For an example, a smartphone company sell their smartwatch, and Samsung or furniture company that start to sell their home decoration. For conglomerate diversification, for the second point, it's about to enter a new market with new product which is uncompletely unrelated to its current line of business. For example, a notebook company that want to branch out their product into toys, such as a car controller. Last one, vertical diversification. It is about moving forward or backward in the value chain by combine more stages of production. For an example, a car company that manufacture and sells car and can diversify its business by selling tires. For the real-time strategic management, it has 4 types, which is strong signal, weak signal, surprise management, and management issue. For the first point, which is strong signal, the strong signal are the sufficient visibility and concrete data that can make an organization to develop a specific and timely response. For example, a company that apply to promote their products by using their marketing. This problem might be easy for this company because the company is well known, such as an iPhone or Samsung. Next point, which is weak signal. For the weak signal, the issues or problem is lead to inaccurate early indication of the impending event. For an example, which is SME, just start their own company, but it has a few problems such as an employee doesn't have enough experience for their job, but it will gain more knowledge to the customer by their experience and by the training that provide to the employees. For the surprise management, the issues or the problem will arrive to the organization suddenly and unanticipated. If the organization fail to respond for these issues, it will imply either a major financial reversal or lost major opportunity. For an example, the company have unforeseen event which need an instant solution. Next, for the management issue. Management issue can be described as a systematic procedure for early indication and fast response to important trends and events both inside and outside of the organization. For instance, a customer came to the service center for a Samsung company. Need to inform to the main company they receive a product which need to service and need to check with the main company whether the product still in warranty or not. If the product is still in warranty, this customer can get a free service. Next, for environmental turbulence. For this concept of environmental turbulence, it describes a different environments. For the first point of repetitive environment, which is it has stable and repetitive environment, which the firms does not to change their product and service unless forced by a threat to their survival. Firms operate at this level hierarchy, highly structured, and executive work according to the precise job description. Environment, which is expanding environment, it changes slowly and incrementally, which the firm succeed by adapting reactively to change. The firm make slowly move based on experience and do not change their product and service in the absence of threats from competition. The firm are successful to be production oriented with emphasis on internal efficiency and productivity. The firms operate with this level are likely to achieve success by maximize the market share. Next, the third level, which is changing environment. For this environment, the firm or company progressively to improve their product and service which anticipate to evolve needs of the customer. The firm extrovert and market driven. The focus on this environment are servicing the future needs at existing customers by use the existing strengths of the firm. Which is this continuous environment. It is the most difficult level which to manage, and there is a higher difference between successful firms at level 3 and level 4. For this level, the firms are ready to abandon their historical position and driven by its perception to the new opportunities that will exist in the environment. The firms will move to gain more profit. The surprise environment. For this level, is able to develop products and service by use their innovation and technology. The firms create their own environment, flexible and commit to creativity. It will make the company gain more profit with aggressive investment and better firm strategy, which capabilities with the turbulence of the environment.
Yusjizam in terms of advantage is force the market fairness and organization management to consider some of expected risks when they are moving forward into a certain direction and focus their business. For example, the team management have to have their own advantage to think outside the box on how to help to grow their company. Next is criticism in terms of disadvantage. Okay, the model does not take into the account of activity, external competitors and the risk of paralysis of analysis. For example, refer to the situation where the organization unable to move forward with decision as a result of analyzing data and overthinking the problem. The next one is this theory is simple to implement but it takes a higher risk when it comes to the problem. In the real time of strategic management, There is no specific ways or conclusion to solve the risk of the company to figure out and analyze to the problem. Which means there is no available conclusion for that specific problem which lead the organization to analyze by their own. As conclusion, Igor Ansoff is known as the founder of management. His contribution on Ansoff metric strategy planning tool has become of some of follower to a certain organization. It is important for organization to decide on what plan they want to use in order to successful or achieve their own target.
Now, let's recap some of important part of this video. First one is introduction or background of Igor Ansoff, which is known as a founder of management. Second is the application or system of management theories by Igor Ansoff. There is three application, which is Ansoff metric, the concept of environmental and real-time strategic management. The third one is the benefit of Igor Ansoff theories, and the last part is the criticism of this theory. We hope you will understand about this scholarship and his big contribution into the world of strategic management. Thank you for watching.